And welcome to Punch Drunk Sports, where winners win. We're winning. Everybody's winning. So much winning. You know who else is winning? All these NBA players inviting ass to the bubble. But anyways, Jayson, where are you going to be?
I'm going to be in Sparta, Michigan, August 7th, 7 o'clock show. There's a band going before me. That always works good in comedy. And then Teeb's doing an hour, 50-person capacity. I'm going to be blasting where you can get tickets. And it should be a very, very good time. Sam, where are you going to be? Can you play cricket noises when you edit this?
Sam has stepped away to attend to a child.
Sam is going to be in the men's room right now for the next 5 minutes.
We had box nanny, and now we have just a chair in place of Sam.
Yeah, now we have microphone Tripoli.
Our new co-host. Chair and microphone.
Well, I'm going to wait till Sam gets back, but I got a real bone to pick here with Fighter and the Kid. And there's King and the Sting, the Bing in the ring, the cock ring, and the bling.
Would you say, let's not even get into it, but would you say this is the most ripped off podcast in the history of podcasts?
I would go as far as to say that we are, without question, the most ripped off podcast in podcast history.
You might even say the most influential podcast in podcast history.
We are the most ripped off podcast in podcast history. I wouldn't be surprised if this
ripped us off again.
Oh, get ready.
Get ready. Can you pull up what I sent you, Johnny?
You gonna do your dates, Sam?
Yes. My dates have been canceled. My San Diego, I was supposed to be in San Diego next weekend. It got canceled.
What happened to that? I thought they were doing that protesting where they were
Yeah, that didn't work.
What happened, do you know?
Dude, they just
they came
you can have real quick. Myself, Johnny, we are going to be at the Comedy Store doing a live tinfoil hat podcast. You guys can come watch it on the balcony. Special guest Jimmy Shubats.
The balcony, wow.
Oh, you can watch it on the patio.
Yeah, that's how they're doing the
Kill Tony.
Yeah, Murder Tony.
In the parking lot?
Oh, it's not called Kill Tony. It's called Murder Tony?
Just in my head.
Okay, respect.
Hold on, Jayson. I'm pulling up what you sent me.
Okay, just I'm going to get to the bottom of this because I didn't even notice this. I was absolutely
Dude, if someone's doing a bucket of kisses, I'm going to smack somebody.
Well, no, Steve Rannazzisi is doing the kissing bucket, but that's a new podcast he's doing.
I wouldn't be surprised if they didn't do, if the King and the cock ring or the Fighter and the baby, whatever these guys are doing, jacking our shit. Well, I'm on the golf course losing golf balls left and right today. I get off the course, turn my phone on, and I got about, I'm not kidding you, bro, eight or nine notifications showing me this photo of what this London Schaub is trying to do. Didn't he already have COVID?
You did, right?
Shouldn't you be spending your time trying to heal instead of trying to step on our toes here at Punch Drunk Sports? You've been doing podcasts since you've been getting knocked out, bruh.
What are we doing? Why? Let me see it. I'm starting to get angry at something I don't even know.
Yeah, hold on. I had to move it over from. I don't have text messages on the computer.
Get a roof, Tripoli.
Oh,
no. This might have something to do. Well, I don't even believe in conspiracies. This might have something to do with the Clintons. The Clintons might be behind this one, Sam. This might be deep state. I don't even know. Johnny, here it comes.
Oh my God! It just never ends.
They're thieves. And if you're at home on audio, what would describe what we're looking at here?
Yeah.
Well, what we're seeing right now is Schaub's drawing on Theo Vaughn's wall.
Yep.
And it's Schaub with his comb over.
Yep.
And his shaved head. And in front of it is oatmeal cream pie cookie. And and
it says, we have snacks on our podcast. Well, guess what, Sam? I took it to another level, and we got snacks too, bro. We got
way more snacks than they got snacks. Our snacks are more snackable.
There's those.
Dude,
like the United States and the Soviet Union. It's an arms race now. We
beat them in body fat. Fuck you. I used to carry all the weight here, but now my good friend Jayson Thibault joined me in the number one. Look at that, dude. My God. Dude, what do you go to fucking Sam's Club and clean them out?
Jayson sent me some photos.
Right there, oatmeal cream pies. There's 11 boxes. What you
11
talking
boxes.
about, Schaub?
How long do those last? Is that about a week's supply, would you say?
What's that, 2 days?
Well, let's see. That's half of what I had this morning. So, yeah, that'll be done by the end of the podcast.
Jayson sent me some photos of him poolside this weekend, and yeah, he's packing on the lubes, the LBs.
Fuck around.
So much BOBs.
Let's see you eat that box, Schaub, and then come talk to me.
You call him Shroud.
So much BOBs, dude. Nothing but that BOB, dog.
Do you think Brendan Schaub could beat the shit out of all of us at the same time? Probably, right?
At one time.
Yeah.
At one time?
Yeah.
One way to find out.
I don't know, man. I like my chances.
I like Sam chances too.
Hey, Jayson, I know we talked about it on the Patreon, but can you tell us, and I sent Sam a text about it after we talked about it, but can you tell Sam about the Ryan O'Neal thing?
Did you hear this, Sam?
I told him about it.
You know what's so interesting, dude, is I know you're going to tell a story. Then can you tell a story, because I've heard it. I just got to grab some coffee, so tell the story, and I'll be back.
Okay. Everybody up that doesn't know. And so, yeah, Sam, go grab coffee. But Sam already knows this. But just to all the Punch Drunk listeners right now, I'm listening to Danish and O'Neal's new episode of their podcast. These guys aren't the kind of guys to start a sack of bets. They're not the kind of guys to start eating oatmeal cream pies. These guys have a legitimate podcast. And
yes.
So I'm listening to the DNO's podcast, and Ryan O'Neal, as we all know, likes to go for these walks late at night. And he's going for a walk, and he's got a little bit of mace with him, and he's got his knife with him, like he always takes, just in case he encounters a coyote or a burglar of some sort. Some guy's walking towards him. O'Neal crosses the street because the guy doesn't have a mask on, a little COVID worried, unlike a certain fighter in the Brat. And the guy crosses the street also. He's like, God damn it. So he's like, I'm gonna walk like half a block, cross the street again, see if this guy crosses. He does. And he's like, oh shit. So he puts his hand in his pocket, kind of gets his mace ready just in case. And the guy's like, hey man, you have a lighter? Which apparently is the mantra of about to rob you in Los Angeles. And he's like, nah, man, I don't smoke. And he goes, well, you think 7-Eleven will be open? You think they'll have a lighter? Yeah. Yeah, motherfucker. 7-Eleven has lighters. When was the last time you were at a 7-Eleven and you couldn't get some matches or a lighter, you idiot? So now you know something's up. And the guy shoots at him, like a wrestling shoot, like tries to charge him. And O'Neal kind of like runs, kind of gets behind. And as he's running backwards, sprays the guy in the face with mace. Sprays this guy with mace. And then the guy pulls a gun out and fires off 5 or 6 shots. He still doesn't know to this moment if it was 5 or 6 shots. And literally tries to murder Ryan O'Neal. So if Ryan wanted to start a solo podcast, maybe he could call it Kill Ryan. And why does this always happen to the good guys? Why does this guy have to be a fan of Danish and O'Neal? And he should have been a fan of Kill Tony because he tried to kill O'Neal. He could have killed Tony.
And you said the police were speculating it could have been like a gang initiation or some shit like that?
No, Jeff Dennis was wondering that, but O'Neal didn't think that was the case because he was like mid-30s. And usually those gang initiations, they're like young punks, you know what I mean?
He's hard down on drugs, dude.
It's a tough economy, though, dude.
Well, it's also like 12:30 at night. He doesn't get home till 5:30 in the morning. The thing is, he doesn't have a cell phone.
Who doesn't carry their cell phone walking out at 12:30 at night?
And why is he out that late?
He always does. He's always done that.
I do that, dude. I walk really late around here.
He always does that.
I did that once when Martha was just laying into me. I walked out, and I have this weird look that's kind of hurt me when it came to comedy. I'd walk on stage, everyone was like, "Who's this guy?" Right?
Yeah.
But it really helps for walking at night, and people don't fuck with you, man. But dude, this dude was on drugs, man. This dude on drugs. I could either go home to Martha, who's pissing me, or keep walking with this whacked out dude who's on drugs. And I said, I'm going to take my chances with the guy on drugs.
I was gonna
And,
say, your patriotism.
and I just kept walking, right? So I swear to God, this dude is like fighting cars. Like cars are driving by and he wants to fight them. Johnny, why are you at my house? Johnny, why are you at my house? Johnny, could you not be at my house and let me know how that my fucking wall is fucked up? Okay? Johnny, get out of my house. Nobody wants you at my house.
That looks like a wall injury moving furniture. Or that's like the chair that you're sitting in rocking
Johnny's
back and
at
forth.
my fucking house as I'm telling this story about. So, Johnny, don't now you're tiny guy at my house.
Johnny, get on your phone. There you go. I don't know who's who.
Right there with you, bro.
Shut up, man. Telling a story about some dude whacked out on drugs fighting cops who looked at me and I looked at him and he's like, okay.
Oh, you guys went back contact while you was fighting cops?
Yeah. I was like, oh, dude, I don't want any, but if you want some, come get some.
Now, depending on the drugs, that's not a bad fight. You don't want to fight somebody on coke or meth, but if it's somebody on like a heroin or something like that, that's a pretty easy W.
Well, that dude, people on heroin don't fight cars. They're sleeping in the dumpster.
Yeah, they're
dudes
passed
fighting
out.
Cars are on PCP.
Yeah, you don't want any of that.
You don't want any of that.
I was walking back from the store one night back. It would have been this year, but right before all this shit went down. And some guy, it was a pretty well lit street. So this is why I felt comfortable doing the next thing I did. The guy is standing by an Infiniti, a nice car. And he's like, hey, bro, could you come over here for a second, man? I got some car trouble. And I'm like, I don't know what the fuck I'm going to do about his car trouble. I mean, do I come across somebody who can fix your car? Not really. And so I walk over there, but I kind of keep my distance, kind of round off away from him. And he's like, he kind of leans in and, like this, his body language gets forward. And
Kisses you?
Hey, bro, you on Grindr? And I was like, no, not really. And he goes, oh, okay, man. I thought you were on Grindr. And I just kept walking. I think it was like proposition.
Johnny, thought you had sweet ass. That's the weird. All of our stories involve almost death, and yours involves getting hit on by gay guys.
And it's not the only time, dude.
Humble brag.
I used to walk past Studs on the way back on Santa Monica on the way back to the comedy store.
Best place to get your dick sucked, right?
Dude, one time I was walking past, right, and there's this alley behind Studs, and I hear this guy calling out to me, hey, bro, come back here for a second. Hey, bro. And then ahead of me, I see this old guy on a park bench, and it was like something out of a movie. The old guy turns and looks at me, and he just goes, shakes his head like that. Like, don't do it, dude.
Don't do it, bro.
But then you went, right? And then what happened? Best blowjob of your life?
That's where I met my girlfriend, yeah.
Girlfriend
that nobody's ever met.
That's where you get
Johnny, can we talk some stuff? Like, Johnny and I text back and forth. And one thing we want to talk about is how, like, Duke basketball's in trouble right now, yet nobody really wants to talk about it.
Nobody wants to talk about it.
It's so obvious what's going on. Oh, a couple things are going on. Yeah, I mean, like, it's so obvious that they're protecting Nike. It's so obvious.
Well, it's also that, but it's also the whole NCAA. Like, they just want to turn the other cheek.
On certain programs, not on all programs. They like to pound certain programs that aren't like, they're more like, they're disposable, right? Like LSU basketball is disposable.
Well, yeah, but my point is let's say, like, to your point, there's maybe 8 to 10 programs that they do that are super duper corrupt. And we know who most of those are. But if one of them gets in fucking trouble, the other ones are like, there's nothing to see here. These aren't the droids you're looking for. Pay no attention to the man.
Now, I will say, though, that thing that happened last week is actually, that story turned out to be way more interesting than we realized. So
$400,000 to his dad?
Yeah, okay. So this guy said that he was conned out of that money, actually, $100,000. This guy that – Sam, are you listening? Can you hear this? This guy, you'll be interested in this. This guy said that a person who identified himself as an intermediary for Wilson and his name was a family friend, James Chubby Wells, offered him a percentage of Williamson's future earnings. Think about that now, in exchange for $100,000 cash in 2018. And it was just a con. That $400,000, some guy just got scammed out of money by somebody.
And part of you doesn't feel. I mean, like, you gotta be an idiot.
Yeah, like, what the fuck?
You gotta be an idiot. It's like when you listen to these science people, they're like, they just gave me. They said, just keep going. I do well, and they took my money, and then I got to like the high level where you got some of like L. Ron Hubbard's doodles, and you're like, oh man. I'm like, I don't feel bad for you. You got conned. But Johnny, they still took. It still has to do with like his family taking money, right?
His stepdad, apparently. Now, I guess the number was 400,000.
Yeah. The guy said he was conned out of $100,000, but the number was 400,000 in the original story. I haven't seen that.
I don't know if that includes. I know because there's housing involved.
So it doesn't involve Duke?
Not really. No.
Ah,
not that
shit.
one. No, that one turned out to be a scam. Like, the guy just got scammed out of money. He paid some random ass motherfucker $100,000 to buy part of Zion Williamson's future.
So stupid.
Well, but who? That's just so stupid to even think that would even be an option.
Yeah, like, who the fuck is that?
It's so dumb on so many different levels. Like,
actually, I am selling 5% of all future earnings for $150,000 right now. So.
Pesos. That's what's worth. 150,000
wow,
pesos.
Which is like $9. 13.
Hey,
don't you know?
Hey, Johnny.
Yeah, go ahead.
Jayson, have you guys seen the lineups for the NBA teams? It's like so interesting because it's actually kind of cool. Like, these are the best of the best. There's no off games except for when you play the Washington Wizards. Then they're just, I mean, they shouldn't even be there.
It's ridiculous.
The matchups. You mean the matchups?
The Nets, too. You seen the team, the Nets?
Yeah, the Nets, and by far the Washington Wizards. They're the war. I mean, like, but every other team's got good squads, man. You're like, I mean, Sacramento, but there's still interesting games, man.
I'm excited, dude. And I don't even.
Do you think it happens, Johnny?
I think that Yeah, I do. I think it happens. What do you think? I'm afraid. I'm afraid that they might get started and stop. Is really my fear.
That's what I think it happens. I think it'll start. I think they'll make an attempt at it. I just don't see it going all the way to the finals.
Well, my whole thing is that, I mean, ESPN. I mean, so, we talk about this. I know people, Tait Tripoli and his fucking tinfoil hat shit, but it's interesting that Nike comes out. They lost money, right? They're like their projections. They didn't come close to hitting it, and then suddenly LeBron James and Anthony Davis are both like, yeah, we're not going to put any of this social justice warrior shit on our jerseys. And I just think like everybody's starting to hemorrhage some money, man. And I think they're going to they're going to do what, unless like a whole team gets knocked out. I think you're going to see games played because they need money, dude.
You think by games played, do you mean all the way to the finals and we'll get
I think when they start to also see the ratings that I think are going to skyrocket.
I mean, the ratings for any live sport will be great. Even the last UFC, most amount of buys they've had since I think 2017. So you're talking about almost 4 years. That's the biggest pay-per-view the UFC has done. And it was a good card. There were 3 titles on the line. But it wasn't like the greatest card of all time. But it's just because everybody's starving for anything.
That card this week was pretty good. I was pretty impressed, man.
I really enjoyed it.
I thought it was a lot of fun to watch, man. It's a lot of bangers. I love Thug Rose. Thug Rose is like an example of like a hot chick who's gone through some shit and she loves it. And then you have the opposite of that. is Paige Van Zandt, who's just making so much money on Instagram. She's just like, I could maybe.
She's like, don't let me get punched in the. Oh, sweet, an armbar. Tap, tap, tap,
Yeah,
tap, tap.
yeah. Okay, so you're holding a baby too, Johnny. Okay.
Best.
All right, Johnny. Why does that even look like my baby? You're fucking rude, bro. You're rude.
Jason's holding his oatmeal cakes.
Oh, everybody's got a baby right now. Ah. So I think the NBA is going to happen. I mean, dude, I bet you see some people opt in. Look at Oladipo's like, yeah, maybe I'll play. I think.
Has he come back and said that?
Yeah,
he said he's been playing. He's like, I look pretty good. There's a good chance I might play.
Oh, I thought he was for sure out.
I think these guys, when they start seeing people playing, they're going to be like, oh, I want to play. And they're going to come back and play.
Westbrook.
Oh, you know why I think Oladipo might be playing is because this headline from 7 hours ago, Victor Oladipo's $3 million in remaining salary in dispute, sources say. That's why the Oladipo is like, oh, I might play. Okay.
What does that mean? Like, for the rest of the money, if he doesn't play, then they don't have to get paid?
I'm checking it out. Hold on, let me see. It says Indiana Pacers star Victor Oladipo is in an unresolved situation regarding $3 million in salary, multiple sources told ESPN. Under the rules the NBA established for its season restart in Orlando, players who were healthy but opted not to play would have to forego their remaining salary for the season. 2 weeks ago, in an interview with The Athletic, Oladipo said he was healthy but had decided not to play to ensure recovery from his quad tendon tear in January 2019. So it sounds like he thought he was going to get paid not to play because he had that quad tendon tear, but the team is like, bro, you're healthy. Time to play. So,
I would. If I was Indiana, I'd do the exact same thing.
That's why he's coming back.
Oh, I wouldn't even know. I mean, like, how much is Indiana like, is this more – is this more the NBA wanting this over the teams? Like who's making – like, I know the teams make money off of the actual, like, TV contract, but they would get that regardless of if Oladipo played. Who's telling Oladipo he has to play? Is it the team or is it the NBA?
I would guess it would be the team, right?
I would imagine it's his agent or his wife, because if you're healthy and you don't play, you lose $3 million. That's not the NBA saying that. And if I'm the Pacers and I don't have a fucking chance at an NBA Finals and I'm hemorrhaging money because of this.
I got an answer. Okay, here's your answer. In the days since, the lawyers for the Players Union and the NBA have reviewed the situation, and there's a dispute regarding his salary. The union believes Oladipo, who went to Orlando with the Pacers and then cleared quarantine so he could play, should be paid his remaining salary. The league, largely in an effort to set a precedent in case other players who are deemed healthy want to leave Orlando and no longer play, believes Oladipo has opted out and should not be paid, sources say. So it's the league trying to set a precedent so they don't have to pay guys for not playing.
And that's a great thing, because I can't believe these guys are like, I should get paid. I don't want to play, though. I mean, like, who else did that? Someone else, dude, I just got to do social justice. And I'm like,
it sounds like he fucked himself, by the way. It says his public comments about feeling healthy solidified the league's position on the matter. So him going on podcasts and shit saying, yeah, I feel great, bro. That really fucked him.
Kemba Walker's like, my knee still hurts. You're like, it's been 4 months and you haven't done jack shit. What? You could play in the All-Star game, but you can't play in the – it's so interesting. These guys just want to get paid, but they don't want to play.
I can't blame them for that. I think everybody in America wants to.
I don't know, man. I mean, maybe I'm blessed doing something I love, but like, if they were like, dude, you want to do stand-up or you don't want to do stand-up. If you don't do stand-up, you don't get paid, which is how it is. I like doing stand-up.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I mean, I think everybody in an individual level has a different spectrum of their concern about health with this stuff.
Well, look at podcasting, dude. It's not like we're getting paid as much as we used to or anything at all right now. And we're still doing podcasting. So yeah, you're right.
Thanks to Garnet, I just got paid in oatmeal cream pies.
Ninja. What's up, Ninja?
Dude, she's 5 months old. And look at this. she can stand already.
That's amazing.
Isn't that crazy? She hasn't even crawled.
The crazier thing is that Ghost is only 2 months old. I don't know how that happened.
Let's see who's coming. Everybody's favorite Armenian.
Gabe,
Oh, look who it is. The most Armo of all the Armos. Look at that. Dude, when'd your face get so long? Gabe the banker, everybody. Gabe Killian.
Why the long face?
Yeah, why the long face, dude? What's going on?
He's having trouble connecting the audio. So.
Hey, do his audio.
Yeah, do it. That works.
Gabe,
Dude, look at his face is changing. Look at that.
I got my face stretched.
What do you want, a Snapchat filter?
no,
Turn your head into a thumb?
we can't hear your audio. We cannot hear you.
It
We
tried to
can't hear
initiate it, but
you.
it didn't work.
Get on your computer, you fucking Armo piece of shit.
Put your phone lower so we're looking up your shorts, you dumb fuck.
Hey, I got my ceiling painted.
Dude,
Oh yeah, headphones would help you numbnuts.
hey,
Can you hear it?
buddy, stop with the what is that? The blowjob cam angle?
That is what it is. Have you ever seen those angles where they show the jizz going into somebody, like they have a camera like in their mouth or in their vagina? and
No,
it's like,
Johnny, we
oh.
don't go into sicko porn. We're not in a
That's
deep
a real
web.
thing. That's a real thing.
Can you not talk about that while my kid is bouncing on
I'm
my
sorry,
knee?
dude. I'm sorry. I don't have a filter. I apologize. I'm sorry.
Got him there in the first place.
Oh, now we lost Gabe. You talked about porn. Now we lost Gabe. Luckily, my baby can't hear your coarse words.
I
I'm
was saying,
sorry.
Gabe says Gabe's Motorola Razor.
Hold on. I gotta move these kids. Hold on. Go.
Okay. All right.
Oh shit! There we go.
Oh, there we go. We got sound.
Hey, well.
What's going on, pimps? Pimp.
What's up, dude?
Being on a roller coaster with you.
Yeah, man. I'm here now.
Gabe
What's
on the
good?
Tilted World. What's up, dude? Why is your face so long? You get your face stretched, motherfucker?
Yeah, I've been pulling it. Yeah, my dick got tired of getting pulled, so I had to go to my face.
I get that. Where you at, Little Armenia?
You better believe it, cousin. Seriously, what's going on with my face in this video? Jesus Christ.
You tell us, motherfucker. You're the one with the long ass horse face.
What's good, man? What's cracking?
Dude, Gabe,
like
look
a-
how, dude, these babies are a quarter Armenian. Look how freaking white they are. These are the whitest Armos on the planet.
That baby looks pretty Armos.
Dude,
That's an Armenian baby right there.
that's an Armo baby right there. The quarter of them
That's a
hate the
high-class baby.
Turks.
They
You're
have such
supposed to-
big eyes, don't they? Wow.
That's
You're
my
supposed to
mom.
just had a baby.
That's my mom's eyes.
Gabe,
No
you
mean
just have a
talk about
baby?
the kids.
Ooh.
Oh, it's cute, man. Big eyes is an asset. Believe me. Everybody wants big
Gabe, how are you, buddy? We haven't seen you forever.
I'm good, bro. How you been?
I'm doing great. I mean, it's a pandemic. I had twins during the pandemic. The economy's closed. But besides that, I'm doing great. Thanks for asking.
I like that
Beautiful.
gay pride hat you're wearing.
Gay
Fuck
pride,
yeah, baby.
dude.
Respect.
Oh,
Gotta
well,
represent.
that's the other kind of pride. My bad.
Two birds with one stone, player.
I guess so. Gabe, what'd you think about the fights this weekend? Did you let's guess how much money Gabe won or lost?
I'm going to say he won all the money.
About a couple grand.
About a couple grand?
Yeah,
The
My sh-
vague answers of a gambler. Here we go again.
yeah, it was just short of 2,000, so like 7, something like that.
That's about as straight of an answer as we've gotten from Gabe. So I'm gonna go ahead and say I believe
Gabe
it.
the banker. Who's this new guy? Who's this new honest Gabe?
Hey,
I was up, then I was down, and then I basically broke about even.
Dude, it's like when I go gambling with my father. I'll watch him like gamble like 10 hands in a row, lose every one. And I'll be like, Dad, how you doing? He's like, I'm even.
Yeah. Anytime somebody that's gambling says they're even, you are talking to someone with a gambling problem. It's impossible to be totally even. You're either up or you're down, even if it's a little or a lot, and you always know what that number is. If you're saying you're even, you're down, and you're down big throughout the years. Gabe, how are you gambling on the entire year so far?
Gabe, how much money have you won on the WNBA total?
I haven't been on the WNBA in, I don't know, like 7 years.
That means at one time you did.
The fact that you actually bet on the WNBA.
I bet on. I think what happened is I bet on one game, I won. I'm like, oh shit, this is easy. Then I bet on another, I lost. I'm like, what happened? I bet another, I lost. I lose again. I'm like, I'm done.
How'd you lose? You bet money on the straight team?
Yeah. Who had the hotter players, which is a bad idea in the WNBA.
I was making a rookie mistake of just betting like the favorite, the team that was running hot, shit like that, and the underdogs would keep winning because all the players suck. It's a coin flip, no matter what.
It is.
Hey, guys, since Gabe's here, you can take over, Gabe. I got little Indians going crazy. But I'm excited about the NBA. I'm excited about baseball starting.
Yasiel Puig to the Braves.
I think that's great. I can't wait. All right, I gotta go, guys. Bye. Sorry, I wish I could be longer.
Stay beautiful, pimp.
Thank you, bud.
Okay, bye, Sam.
He wishes he had to be longer. There's a lot going on in that sentence. Gabe, what's up, buddy? You look good.
Thank you, man. Thank you. I just finished doing my prediction video. It's the first one I'm doing. It's a new series. I'm starting to do prediction videos for the fights. I'm going to upload it right now.
What's it called? You got a name for it?
Money Right Fight Club, episode 1 is about to go up. Yeah, nice. Edmund Shabazian and his brother Leon joined me to break down some of the fights. That's cool. Cool video.
Okay, and now you're putting up there now. Are you including odds for all these fights as well, or just straight up predictions of the winners?
Odds, predictions, and I'm giving like a few free plays. But if people want all of my plays, they gotta join the Money Right Fight Club, which is a membership service.
And what does that cost, Gabe Killian?
Right now, I'm offering a 7 event special for $350, which is a discounted rate. That's the current deal.
How much is it again? I'm sorry.
7 events for $350.
Okay.
It's like it's a bundle.
So you could get your money back if you win, if you gamble right, then it's worth it. Yeah, and you see
I offer a profit guarantee. Like people are guaranteed to make their money. Otherwise, they keep getting plays to get their money back. So far, we've been doing pretty well. The last event made about a couple grand. Hit a couple big parlays.
You did? Okay. Well, I mean, obviously, you said you almost won $2,000 on the last card. Now, on this last card, what fights surprised you? What fights did you think happened exactly like you thought, other than Paige Van Sant not getting her face touched, tapping out in an armbar in about 8 seconds? Because we didn't see that coming.
What surprised me was the Volkanovski-Holloway fight. I thought Volkanovski was going to dominate, and I had him in a couple of big parlays, actually. And it was a really close fight. I kind of got lucky with that one because it could have gone either way, that fight. So
did you think, now take your wallet out of it, take your heart out of it, I'm only asking your brain here, did you think Holloway really won that fight if you were scoring that yourself at home?
I thought he could have gone either way. I didn't pay like detailed attention, and I haven't rewatched it to like give like a really good score, but like at the time I was kind of like 70% paying attention, and it felt like it could have gone either way.
Where'd you watch the fights at?
Home, in bed, on my laptop.
Yeah. Are you how's everything going in California for you, sir?
Good, man. Doing the chicken thing a couple nights a week, selling out. It's pretty good.
How's that going? Just so people know, and we've plugged it on here before, but it's been a hot minute, pun intended. You got your hot chicken.
Yeah, it's a Nashville style fried chicken. People even from all the way from Vegas and Bakersfield, they drive down to eat it, man. It's crazy. Yeah, we sell out.
Good. I will say it's goddamn delicious. I've had it, and I think I had the what are the 5 levels of it? Because one's one's normal. And then
we started no heat. Then there's the mild, medium, hot, level 4, and raging.
Yeah, I had the medium. I think I had the middle of the road one, right?
No, you had the mild, the
I
first
had the
level,
second
bro.
one. No, there was
You
war. There
sure?
was no heat, and I had the second one. I mean, I ate it. It wasn't like it was too hot, but
Gabe,
for that being the
can,
second level, I was like, God damn, I can't imagine the fucking.
Gabe, which one do you eat when you eat it?
Mild or medium? Like I can do hot, but I can't go past the hot. But even the hot's pretty hot.
Is there a race that prefers the hottest more than other? Because I heard like Indian people, prefer much spicier shit.
What race comes in there and is like, give me the hottest shit you got, motherfucker?
Like Indians, like Pakistani types, and Mexicans.
Oh, Mexicans, huh?
Yeah.
What in what range do the black people fall? Because black people like some spicy chicken.
Yeah. There's a lot who like no heat, but there's some who like it spicy too. There's like it ranges from no heat to like spiciest.
What about people from the South? Because people from the South.
Wait, Gabe. I don't know if I buy this. So you're saying all black people aren't the same? I don't know. I don't know if I buy it.
It's a theory I tested and it came out to be true.
Wow, that's surprising. Yeah. What about people from the South that are like, I like me some spicy chicken?
Yeah, man. People from the South who try it love it.
Who are the people that? What people like are like? Oh, I'm gonna try this, and then it's just floors them and knocks them off the ground. And I'm looking at white women here.
Women, yeah, there you go.
White women, I can see them losing.
You mean the heat or the flavor?
The heat. I know the flavor is great. I'm talking about the heat breaks them.
I don't know. Most people take it to go, especially these days. So I don't really see people eating them.
Oh yeah, because when I was there, that was like pre-COVID when you were doing the comedy shows and all that, and everybody was like all on picnic tables and eating it outside. So you could see people working through that heat. I mean, it is spicy. I'm not gonna lie. Like you said, I had the number 2 out of 5, and I mean, I was sweating, but I wasn't like. I mean, I finished it. I wasn't bothered by it, but I was definitely thinking, man, this 3 levels hotter than this. Goddamn. What makes it so spicy? Which is secret ingredients there, bro?
I use at the time they were the world's hottest peppers. They were the top 3 world's hottest peppers. But since I came up with the recipe, there's been like a couple more peppers that came out that are hotter than these ones. So technically, these are the 3rd, 4th, and 5th hottest peppers in the world that are part of the recipe, which makes you burn your ass off.
I mean, definitely. What peppers are there? I love how they're just inventing more peppers. They're like, yeah, we were killing people. So now it's just like you could have like mace in it.
Yeah, the top one is the Carolina Reaper. The second is the Trinidad Scorpion, and the third is the ghost pepper.
Those are the top 3, or those are the ones that you're putting in your shit?
The top 3 spiciest.
Okay. Fuck, because we got that fucking Carolina Reaper. We got that in the bag of bets.
I got some Carolina Reaper gumballs.
What is fucking? Wait, what? Who would fucking make a gumball out of a Carolina fucking Reaper pepper?
It's for spice heads, bro. It's crazy.
Spice heads, that's a thing, huh?
Yeah, people like fucking get euphoria from eating spice.
I can
look at this shit right.
And that's gum?
Yeah, you chew that shit and you start to burn up.
Have you tried that?
Eat one right now, dude. Eat one right now, bro.
Oh, please, dude.
Please, God, dude.
Please, bro.
It'll help our ratings so much.
I mean, I can handle it. Just that my mouth will get really watery.
Oh, that won't be funny at all. Definitely don't do that. That won't be hilarious.
I can. All right.
Yes, Stugats. This is the best. I can't believe it. I'm so excited right now. Now, keep in mind, we got a bag of bets that I'm on the hook for, which is it's the what movie does better, because, Keanu Reeves is releasing The Matrix 4 and John Wick 4 at the same weekend. And I have a bet saying that The Matrix will do better number-wise.
Absolutely.
And loser has to eat a Carolina Reaper. So this is, you're just having a little gumball pour.
When did you make that bet? I don't remember that.
That was me and the Fat Man when he was on. Me and Angelo got that bet.
3.
Here we go.
2.
Gabe Killian, Gabe the Banker, about to eat Carolina Reaper gumball. And just so you know, this thing is big. This is like a little bit smaller than a golf ball.
It's like one of those things you get out of the machine when you put a quarter in. A little bit bigger than
one of the big ones. Yeah, this is a big gumball machine. This is a big gumball.
What does that
Cheers.
smell like, Gabe? What does that smell like?
Kind of like sour fire, if that makes sense. Sour flames, sourish flames.
Okay.
Now it looks like it's dusted and kind of like it almost looks like a
Yeah.
cinnamon powdered donut kind of dust to it.
Is it like one of those like sour balls, those sort of thing? But instead of sour, it's got
It's
spice on
super
it?
spicy. Yeah.
Okay.
And I think it's. I'm not sure if it's just outside or there's some inside. I don't know.
We're about
Have
to
you
find
never
out.
had one of these before? Yeah.
I have, but I don't remember. like what it was exactly, like inside or outside. I guess
You seem to
this will
forget
refresh
a lot.
my memory.
We're about
Yeah.
to find out.
I smoked too much herb, man. Let's go. Let's go.
Oh, there it goes. Oh,
He's
his
already.
eyes going, oh man, you look sad. You look like your cat just died. Ooh.
He's making
Whoa.
this face of
Can't
pain.
spit it out. You got to have it at least in your mouth for 5 hours. Oh,
Eyes are watering. There go
shit.
the eyes. There we go.
Holy shit, you look like you're fucking dying, bro. He's chewing the shit out of it, though.
Woo!
I'm watching your beard fall off.
What? Oh, he spit it out.
Oh,
It turned
wow.
brown. What was that, dude? Oh, you're.
My saliva.
It looked like you spit out baby shit.
Yeah, that's
Go
interesting.
on. Go on.
What was that sound?
It's making.
This is the best.
It's making a lot of juice, son.
No shit, bro.
I don't want this shit in my throat, so I don't want to swallow the juice. My mouth burning is enough. I don't want my throat to burn.
You gotta
Jesus
swallow
Christ.
the gum too. Side note,
Nah.
you gotta swallow the gum.
Is it still hot, Gabe? Or is
Yeah,
it?
man.
Shit, my stomach hurts from laughing.
Woo.
Bro, that
man.
sound he made.
They ain't doing this shit on Fighter and the fucking
Woo.
baby.
No, they will be next week though. Watch.
Yeah, no shit. They're probably gonna have, but they won't even have the hottest pepper. They just have some fucking.
I just
Bullshit.
swallowed it by accident. Oh man. I just swallowed
Sriracha
it
or
by
something.
accident. Oh.
Wow. Gabe, you look like you're struggling. Now, does it say on the bag what that is on the Scoville level?
Let me check.
Fucked is what it is.
I imagine you're familiar with the Scoville situation.
Yeah, from Hot Ones.
1 million plus.
Oh my God, dude.
Oh, wow.
Oh my God. That's got to be the hottest gum in the world.
Yeah, most definitely.
Damn.
I don't even like half a piece of dentine.
Dude, my lips are sweating.
You look like you're in deep shit, bro.
Ugh,
I mean, you look like you were in deep shit right when you first started this call, but
man.
I'm not gonna lie, that's pretty hardcore, bro. Well, let's talk a little UFC while you try to struggle through this, because this is hilarious.
Well, let me
Keep us
get.
posted.
I'm gonna spit it out.
No.
Yeah, man, that was enough. Whew. I'm still burning.
Okay, as long as you're still in a lot of pain, I'm all right with it.
That's evil.
Why do guys love to make each other hurt so much? Girls don't do this shit, you know what I mean?
But girls make guys hurt, so everyone likes to make guys hurt, right?
Yeah, that's a good point, Gabe. That's a good point. We were just telling the story here maybe a month ago about when you were trying to fuck over at my place.
What's that?
I told that story about when I was living over by you.
That story's great.
Hey,
Oh yeah, someone on Twitter brought it up recently, huh?
yeah, because we were
That's
talking
funny.
about it on the show.
Yeah.
Hey, why don't you go to Starbucks? Let me fuck this whore in your apartment real quick.
that was like the early days of Tinder, like the first week Tinder came out, right?
Oh,
well,
really? That was a Tinder day. Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Hey, but both my parents are home. I'm trying to get my dick sucked.
That was back when you didn't get these chicks who were like, "I'm not here for hookups." That like Tinder in the beginning was just hookups. Right?
Yeah, man, it was so easy too. I don't even try anymore.
You dating anybody, Gabe?
Nah, man, I can't get myself to put any effort in.
Yeah. I guess I feel the same way.
Jayson, what you pushed that any further? Jayson just signed up a couple weeks ago to Tinder or something in Indiana.
I already deleted it. I looked around.
Deleted it.
Yeah, I deleted it from my phone. But then I did put on Bumble, like you said, but I haven't signed up on it or even anything. But
Yeah, try that.
I have the app, but I haven't even put my name in it or anything. But
Just, dude, I here's the move, bro. Here's what you do. Get the Bumble. Get some of those photos of you on stage, over the mic. It's easy.
I don't
That's
know, man. I feel like being a comedian is not in right now with all that shit
No.
going
In
on.
Indiana, though,
But here
they'll
in
tell
the
you what they can
Midwest,
get.
it's different. Yeah, not in LA. In LA, that's a no-go. But here in the Midwest, I'd be like,
I got to get out of Dodge.
You touch the microphone? You must be somebody.
That's it. Yeah, that's the move.
Joke's on you, bitch.
Like a couple months ago, saying I'm a comedian was like a cool thing. Now it's like you're trying to lie about what you're doing and shit.
Yeah, or it's like you're about to get me too'd.
Yeah.
Saying you're a comedian now is saying that you're into girls under 16.
I feel like chicks would wait for you to say something creepy.
Well, they wouldn't have to wait long with me. That I can promise you. Gabe, how's the family?
Good, bro. Good. Family's good. Business is good. Everything's good.
You're not doing any stand-up right now because nobody is?
Yeah, man. Waiting for everything to get back to normal.
You should go to Sam's show on whenever it is. Sam's he might even put you on, let you do a little time before the show. Right, Johnny?
Which one?
It's tinfoil. It's not a comedy show. That's just a podcast.
I know. I was just trying to throw Gabe on the bus.
Hey,
I was
good to be here tonight. Where's everybody from? Boo!
I was supposed to be on the next comedy chaos that was supposed to happen before the coronavirus happened. Yeah.
So was I. Well, even worse for me.
Oh, yeah, you were, right, Jayson? That was – I forgot about that.
Because I was on the one before that. Or no, the Brody thing. I did the Brody thing. And he was like, hey, man, he buried me in the lineup. Because, everyone's like, oh, I got to leave. Oh, look at the time. I better get out of here. Everyone tried to big time it. And I told Sam, I go, bro, I don't care. I'll be here. I'm here all night anyway. If you got to bump me, put me up second to last. I don't give a shit. I'll still do well. And so then he felt really bad about it. And he's like, bro, next comedy chaos, I'll put you on. I'll give you the sweetest spot I can give you. I'll put you up third. You'll murder. I go, oh, that's very nice of you. Thanks, man.
Dude,
the whole world comes to an end.
Same exact thing happened to me. I told him it's cool if he bumps me from the Brody thing because he booked me for that. And then he said he'll put me on the Comedy Chaos on Tuesday, and then that should happen. So,
have you talked to Brody lately?
He showed up in a dream a couple months ago, but fuck, man, he was a pain in the ass.
He's still dead, yeah? Haven't checked.
Seems that way.
Does seem that way. You wouldn't know it with Erica Ligney, but he definitely still.
Did you see Eric found this clip where Brody was saying something really nice about him and he shares it on Instagram? I thought that was sweet.
He posted every 10 minutes.
Yeah. Sam and Eric apparently made up with Sam, by the way.
Look, and there's probably nobody that loves Sam more than I do. And there's nobody that stayed friends with him longer than me. But everybody goes through that with Sam. Sam has gone through, eventually at some point in time, Sam is going to say, hey, bro, me and so-and-so finally made up. I'm like, I didn't even know you guys were still mad at each other.
I was playing that Aaron Cater fight for my girlfriend the other day because we had talked about it in the podcast.
Oh, yeah, Aaron Cater fight.
That's a pretty good one, dude.
Him and Steve Randolph was a good one. Him and Nick Youssef was a good one.
Oh, dude, I would kill for that podcast. I know it's out there somewhere.
Him and Ari were a good one.
Because him and Steve Randolph melted down on the show, right? Like, they had their breakup on the show.
Man, you guys just reminded me of the one time Sam and I had sort of a fight.
Oh, you did?
There's
It's hilarious. Yeah.
What did you guys fight about? Armenian sausages?
I texted him a picture of my knee. I said, hey, man, I hurt my knee. You think something's wrong with it? And when you click on it, you see my balls. And Sam doesn't like shit like that. So he got pissed. And he posted that on Twitter. He posted the picture of my balls on Twitter. And
That's a good thing. That's a good one, Sam.
And that pissed me off. The Armo in me blew up. I'm like, oh, fuck, man. You better take that down or we got to fight. Something's got to happen.
What did he say? What was the caption on Twitter?
I don't remember. But it was a picture of my balls. And I think he tagged me in it too. So and then
he's got to tag you in it.
Yeah,
that's great.
Yeah, so I'm like, man, you better take that down. You got to fight me. He's like, all right, let's fight. I'm like, all right, meet me at an alley on this street and this street. And I go out, I fucking run to the alley. I'm waiting for Sam. I'm waiting for him for an hour. Then I call him, like, where you at? He's like, I'm in Australia, cocksucker.
He made you go to.
How far away did you have to go? Was it close by or was it pretty far?
It was like 3 blocks.
Oh, okay. That's
You're in an alley doing push-ups to like Rocky montage music.
That's great. If he had a thought of it, he should have just tweeted out, "Hey, a guy who really hates the blacks is going to be at the corner of," and then give him your address.
If you really wanted to do it, if you really wanted to do it. Gabe, what are you weighing at right now?
Like $135.
I would actually enjoy seeing you and Sam get scrappy.
My big fight with Sam was
Sam's 290 right now. So
he blocked my phone number, dude. You ever had somebody block you? Sam got so mad at me, he blocked my phone number for
I've never had a man block my number.
This Hillary Clinton video I said of her, like, I don't know, doing something with eating babies or something like that. I told him I didn't think it was real, like it was from a movie. And he got so mad about that, he blocked my number. And then the next day he was like, "Hey, dude, sorry. Yeah, you're right. That was from like an independent film." But he got so mad about it. He told me, he said, "Fuck you, Johnny." I mean, just went on. I mean, all the bad things you can say about somebody. And then
doesn't like to be disagreed with.
Yeah.
Well,
that was a good one.
The funny thing is, like, so many people hit me up like, "Hey, man, can you fucking tell Sam to unblock me? I'm a big fan. I'm a fan of the show. All I did was make the one joke you guys were making on the show, and now I'm blocked, blah, blah." I go, Sam blocks everybody. I'm not shitting you guys. About every 45 days, I'll get a notification that says Sam Tripoli follows you now, which means he had unfollowed me for some reason or another. Every other month, he'll start following me again. And I never know he blocks me or unfollows me. But then it's like, all right, I'll follow you again, bro. I'll follow you again, bro.
It's hilarious.
You're lucky that you haven't been blocked. You're like, here's what I want to talk about. Well, before I want to get into UFC, I have an idea. I wanted to mention this to Sam, but he didn't have time for it. There's all this talk about Donald Trump, and all he keeps going nuts about for some stupid reason, and it's the easiest thing to fact check whatsoever, but that doesn't mean anything to Donald Trump, is that how much Obama golfed, how much golfing Barack Obama did when he was in the White House. Now, he had a 2-term presidency. In 8 years, he golfed less than Donald Trump has golfed in these 4.5, almost 4 years, 3.5, almost 4 years that he's already golfed more than Obama did in 8 years, in 4 years. But he still keeps claiming that Obama golfed too much. Now, there's all this crazy talk, and every single person from De La Hoya, to all these sportscasters, to all these caddies that talk about what a horrible cheater Donald Trump is at golf.
Yeah, I've heard that. Yeah.
Obama versus Trump, just like they did Manning versus Brady, if they golf live on television, you mic both of them, one-on-one, 18 holes, $100 pay-per-view. They will make a gazillion billion dollars for this country that is hurting for money all across the board. I mean, all the money goes to schools. All the money goes to something, good. Something that a charity that everybody could agree on. All the money goes to build ventilators for the world.
I'd watch that shit.
I would watch the living fuck out of that. Just because they both would be mic'd and you could hear.
Oh, they wouldn't say shit to each other, though.
Oh,
I would bet on that shit.
Oh, I would bet on that. I would take Obama all day.
Okay, handicap that.
Golf.
Who do you? It's got to be Obama, right?
Well, I've seen both of them golf. I mean, at least multiple holes. You watch them golf. Obama's looks like a way better golfer.
I'm gonna Google to see if they have Trump's handicap.
No. Trump says he's a 3 handicap.
Oh, bullshit.
A 3 handicap. I literally will let Gabe dunk his dick in that Carolina Reaper fucking
2.8 handicap.
If he is a 2.8 handicap, that means this motherfucker averages a 75.
He's like a scratch golfer almost. Yeah.
No,
like,
fucking
What if you throw in
way.
George W. Bush? No one golfed more than that guy.
Obama claims to be an honest 13 handicap, so he's a 13.
I believe. I mean,
That's
even,
what Frankie Muniz
even
is.
if you throw him at a yeah, I believe that.
Let's see what George W.
I believe Obama shoots in the upper 80s, and I don't think there's one fucking way on God's earth Donald Trump can. I don't think he breaks 90.
George W.'s handicap was 11 to 12, apparently.
He golfed a lot, but he looks like he's been golfing his whole life. I don't mean that in an insulting way. He just has the look of somebody that grew up in an opulent world.
Holy shit. Dwight Eisenhower averaged 100 golf rounds per year while he was president. He's a 13 to 17 handicap, and he played 800 while he was in office. This is
how many times? How many times did Obama golf?
Hold on. Let me go back here. I'm not. Barack Obama. Here we go.
I think it was like 550 times in 8 years or something.
Rounds played, 333 rounds. This could be old though. I'm not sure. And it says he was a 13 handicap, which we saw that already. I don't know what the date on it. Yeah, no, this is okay. Yeah, this is accurate. So he had 333 rounds, which if you're into conspiracies, that's the number of the Masons, the Freemasons, 33 degrees. So, Sam was here. He would love that.
I promise you I'm not.
Donald Trump, let's see. He's a 2.8 self-proclaimed, they note on this website. He's played 200 rounds so far. And he's
played 200 rounds in 4 years, and Obama played 330 rounds in 8 years.
Yep. We got Woodrow Wilson here. He was a 25 to 30 handicap, although keep in mind he was playing with chopsticks back then. So he played 1,000 rounds. Woodrow Wilson played 1,000 rounds of golf during his presidency.
Jesus Christ! I mean, he had to live on a golf course.
Let me see. He was before Eisenhower though, so maybe he had some extra.
No, but if he had 1,000 rounds in 8 years.
Yeah, but I don't know. He might have had an extra term or something because it was before Wilson. Let me see. He was in office from 1913 to 1921. So no, just 8 years.
He played 1,000 rounds of golf in 8 years.
Yeah, 1,000 rounds, and he wasn't even that good. He's 25 to 30 handicap. Although I don't know if the handicaps were much higher back then because they were playing with basically twigs off of the trees and stuff.
Yeah.
It sounds like there's a hostage situation going on outside my apartment. I heard the police going on like, get out of the vehicle.
That's
what the fuck?
2,000.
Are you taking a piss, Gabe?
Hey, I just died from that Reaper pepper. that Reaper pepper just made me die.
That was so fun watching me.
Hey, I'm coming to join you, Brody.
I'm back, Prince. I'm
back, fam. So 2,920 days, and he played 1,000 rounds. So every 3 days, that president golfed.
That's crazy.
Insane. That's fucking nuts.
That's crazy. That tells you how much. That tells you how little they had to do back then.
Oh yeah, I mean, there's probably a whole lot of nothing, just golf.
Gabe, how hard has it been for you without sports, man?
I mean, I've had the fights, and that's pretty much all I care about, really.
That's your number one sport. Now, Gabe, if there were no fights, if there was no combat sports, what sports would you be getting into? What would be your sport of choice?
Football.
Football, American football, not soccer, right?
NFL, yeah. I mean, from the point of like watching and betting on and playing fantasy and all that stuff, football is the most fun to watch.
And I think you're a Raiders guy, aren't you?
Raiders and Jets.
Why the Jets?
I initially became a fan when Mark Sanchez went over there, and it just stuck,
Why were you? What, you a USC guy or something?
I'm not really a USC guy, but at the time I was rooting for them. I'm not right now, though.
Only you just like Mark Sanchez?
Only you and Mark Sanchez like Mark Sanchez.
Yeah, why do you like Mark Sanchez?
I liked him at USC, and then I just followed him into the Jets. But after a couple years in the Jets, I wasn't really a fan of him anymore.
Were you a Leinart fan?
Who?
Matt Leinart when he was with USC. He was a better quarterback there. He was the better SC quarterback. I think Sanchez only played 1 year for USC. Is that right?
Yeah.
Checking out. Hold on. I think you're right though.
Because he was one of those odd ones, almost like Trubisky. Because Trubisky only played 1 year at Carolina, right?
I don't know about the year before,
Yeah.
but the year after, I wasn't a real fan of the guy that came the year after.
After Sanchez?
Yeah,
Yeah,
a backup quarterback during his first 3 years at USC. Sanchez rose to prominence in 2007 due to injuries suffered by starting quarterback. Remember this guy, John David Booty.
Oh, John David Booty. Sure. And then who was – I was almost said Saquon Barkley. Who was Matt Barkley? They had him right after that.
Yeah.
Ironically went to the Jets as well. There seems to be a pipeline from USC to the Jets.
They had a lot of guys that were like prototypical pro style quarterbacks that just didn't pan out, you know. A lot of those guys.
Yeah. USC is one of those.
USC and UCLA, man, are in just even and Cal too, I guess, if you want to talk. I mean, they're traditional football powers. They're just in a toilet right now.
Jeez. It's so funny. Eric Oligny just sent me a text. Speaking of the devil.
That's weird timing, yeah.
Must have heard his ears ringing. Funny enough, it is a link to his own Twitter where he's telling a joke about Brody.
That's not real.
I swear to God on my life.
That's so funny.
Well,
What are the odds of that? Do you text him that much that that's not a coincidence, or is that pretty strange?
See, the last time we texted was.
Do you think he gets an erection every time somebody mentions him and Brody in the same sentence or something, and he just knows?
Friday was the last time we texted. Was last Friday.
He just kind of like shudders when somebody says Brody and his name in the same sentence. It's like, oh.
Yeah, like his ears were ringing. Like he gets a fucking like a psychic fucking tinge.
Spidey sense, yeah.
What if Brody was haunting him and just still riding him like he used to?
I've thought,
You're not working hard enough.
I've thought, what if he's haunting whoever's living in his apartment?
That would be a fucked up ghost.
Would you guys have any problem moving? I was talking about this with my girlfriend. Would you have a problem moving into a place that has a reputation of being haunted?
No.
Jayson?
Define like what? I mean, like what?
Like everybody who's ever lived there says this place is fucking haunted, and the real estate broker's like, listen, you know, people who've lived here said they've seen malevolent.
I'm 100%.
I would.
I'm 100% serious right now. A few months ago, I stayed in a haunted hotel room in Las Vegas at the Mirage Hotel. It was absolutely 100% haunted.
What do you mean?
You mean what happened?
Yeah, motherfucker.
All right, a few things. The first thing that happened is, you know, when you check into your room, there's like a little paper thing they put the room keys in.
Yeah. The
little paper with the room number on it. I had that thing. I had that thing resting against the Starbucks cup on the bureau next to the bed, and I was looking at it, and that thing, with no AC or nothing, just moved by itself like this, like it's gonna fall this way, but it didn't fall. It just moved back and onto the cup. I'm like, what the fuck? I just stared at it, and it did it again. It went back, and then it went all the way back. But then I thought that maybe I'm tripping. Maybe there's some explanation for that.
Wait, hold on. Were you tripping?
No.
Okay. All right.
No. Like that happened, but I'm like,
how high were you, or how drunk were you at this point in time?
Not drunk, but I'm always smoking weed. But
yeah. It doesn't affect you. Yeah, I would understand that. I agree.
Yeah.
It doesn't affect.
So I really felt like some ghostly shit is going on, but I didn't think too much into it. All right, and then I go in to take a shower. I turn on the shower, and I'm still standing outside the shower. I'm getting undressed and shit, and the shower curtain starts like blowing really hard, like someone standing inside the shower with a leaf blower, like blowing the curtain back. It's crazy. It was crazy, bro.
Was the water off or on? Was the water off or on?
I turned the water on.
On.
But like, and I had used the shower like before that, and
was the fan on?
Like that happened
in the bathroom? Did you have the fan on?
Everything was on, but this was my third night staying there. I had showered before, nothing like that happened.
Oh, okay.
And nothing happened my first 2 nights there. No experiences, nothing. All of my experiences happened my third night. Yeah, so the shower thing, yeah, that scared me, but I didn't give a shit. I opened it, I went in, and while I was showering, like I could have sworn I saw like a figure on the other side, like a person type of figure.
Wait, you mean on the other side of the shower door?
Whoa.
Yeah, on the other side of the shower curtain, through the curtain, it looked like a shadowy figure.
Did
Like
you
a
look
silhouette
like
of a
jerk
person?
it back real quick?
I didn't open. I started cussing, like
What?
angry.
What?
Hey, you goddamn ghost.
Get the fuck out of here, you cocksucker, motherfucker! Like,
Oh, God.
I went at it.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Wait. Okay, so no part of you thought that's a person. Like you were thinking like that. You could tell it wasn't a person, like a real person.
I'm thinking it's either a ghost or maybe it's like a shadow of like something. Maybe it's nothing or it's a ghost. Maybe a shadow of some
But what I'm
bullshit.
saying is, you weren't afraid that somebody was in your room, like a
I
real
was afraid.
person.
I was cussing because I was afraid.
Oh,
That was my reaction to being
that's
scared.
that's an interesting reaction. Wow.
Yes, like
When you're naked, you don't have a lot of options other than profanity or like.
Yeah, that's
I
tough.
was trying to scare him off instead of acting scared. Whatever.
My dad's
Anyway.
here soon.
Anyway, I got out of the shower, but I'm still thinking maybe I'm just seeing things. I'm trying to make excuses for it. So I get out of the shower. I'm with my dog in the hotel room. So I'm walking around the room naked. I just got out of the shower. I grab a rubber ball.
Shove it up your ass.
I'm playing with the dog. I throw the ball to the door. It hits the door and it bounces back. And the dog is chasing the ball. He runs after it to the door and he chases the ball. And the ball is passing the drawers where I have my clothes. And the bottom drawer by itself opens as my dog is running into it.
Get the fuck out of here.
My dog stops himself right before he runs into the drawer. Dude, the drawer opened by itself all the way. And I touched it afterwards. It was a heavy drawer. It was not loose, nothing. It was like that made me be like, all right, it's definitely haunted. I couldn't make up any explanation for that.
That's crazy.
The other things, I'm like, something might be going on, but the drawer opening by itself as my dog is about to run into it.
Maybe your
There's no
ghost really
explanation for
just
that.
fucking hates dogs.
I don't know what he hates, but he was definitely trying to hurt the dog. And
Did it freak you out?
yeah, after that, I just got dressed and fucking left the room, walked around the hotel for a while. And
Pretty
then
good deals in Vegas right now, by the way, right?
Yeah, I went online. I googled haunted hotels in Vegas. I came across a link. I looked at the #1 haunted hotel. It said the Mirage.
Really?
Yeah,
Really?
yeah. But after that, I started reading
that up, Johnny.
stories about other people. Man, a lot of people have stories about staying in haunted hotel rooms.
You want me to pull that up?
Yeah.
No way.
There was a forum where people posted their stories of different hotels.
Did
Their
you ask like
experiences.
the front desk or anything like that? Like, hey, I've had some real crazy experiences in my hotel. And they're like, you're just in haunted room 1541.
I just asked one guy if he's had any experiences. He said no, but he's heard from employees who've seen things. But not. He said he's heard from like the bathroom area of on the bottom floor, the lobby floor. But he said he hasn't heard about anything from the hotel rooms.
Here we go, right here.
This guy says that this might be what you saw, Gabe. It says rumors that the bathrooms by the theater are haunted. The automatic sensor faucets go off by themselves. A cleaning lady won't go in there because she's afraid of it, and she holds her rosary beads. Can you imagine a haunted bathroom? That's interesting. There are rumors a wall fell down on workers when the casino was being built. So at the
My
Mirage.
room was on the 3rd floor, so it wasn't that high up. So
Okay.
I don't know.
Interesting.
You know what's going to be haunted is that goddamn new Rams stadium. I think like 4 people have died in constructing it.
Oh, really?
Shit.
I haven't heard that. Wow.
Yep, look it up. They're trying to keep that shit down. I hate to sound like Tripoli, but you'll read that shit in like a real quick, small article. There ain't a lot of talk about it. But I just saw an article the other day. It's like, oh, the 4th person has died during construction of the SoFi Stadium. I think it's SoFi. It's called.
On June 5th, an iron worker identified as Juan Becerra died after falling from the roof of a stadium. Why would you word it like that? Of a stadium?
That's what people say about the Luxor Hotel in Vegas. They said the people died building the pyramid, and
that's
why it's
that
haunted.
place. The design of that place is dumb because you got your room and it's slanted like this, so you end up with. Have you ever stayed there? It's like the window is like this. I don't like.
It's cool though. I like the Luxor.
The place they haven't been taken care of though. It's getting kind of run down.
Gabe, when you like to play cards, don't you? You're a poker guy, aren't you?
Poker, yeah.
Where do you like to play when you go to Vegas?
My favorite spot is the Aria.
Oh, I like the Aria. That's nice over there. You ever go down to fucking Fremont? That's where I like to play cards.
Not for poker, but it's good for blackjack down there.
I like to play blackjack, so that's why I like to go down there. But Fremont's it's like so much nicer than it used to be. Remember when it used to be a real shithole?
I think the first time I ever went there was with you. Remember when I went there?
Yeah. You know how that thing that's down there, the Fremont Street Experience, the LED screens or LCD screens overhead.
Yeah,
you know what that was originally going to be? There was a plan for a long time when they were trying to rehabilitate downtown Vegas. The plan was to have a full-size replica of the Starship Enterprise down there from Star Trek.
Really?
Yeah, that people could like go into and like live out their Star Trek fantasies. That was one of the plans that they had. That was really a serious pitch, and there are mock-ups on it online if you want to Google it. Can you imagine that?
That would be cool, but it'd be such a one-off kind of weird thing that it's so specific to a group of people.
I mean, remember they had the Star Trek experience in the Hilton for a while back when it was still the Hilton in Vegas, and that was kind
of like that Millennium Falcon thing in Disney.
That's exactly what it was. Yeah. They had two. They had one with Klingons and one with the Borg, and they had like a full. Yeah, it's kind of like the one at Disneyland, but not as good.
Just 20 years earlier.
But yeah, this was going to be a whole starship.
Do you remember that first time I went there, where Sam and Ari were on shrooms?
Yeah, me and you were the only ones that weren't on shrooms, I think. Right?
Yeah. You and Ari did a cartoon together. Someone drew you.
That is right. Yeah, and Ari was on shrooms, and I was not. I think you and I were just smoking pot, right?
Yeah. Ari blew up at a bartender inside the casino. Remember that? He thought the guy was ripping us off, and he blew up at him.
Oh, I forgot about that. Yeah, Ari had a meltdown.
Yeah, Dana had to come and get him, take him away.
What did he do? What happened?
Ari thought
Sam.
that
was Sam. Sam had a meltdown.
Yeah, Tripoli. It was Tripoli. We were with Ari. And I think Ari and I were playing blackjack because I was teaching Ari how to play blackjack. And he's like, I don't think this is going to work. I don't like losing money. I'm going to just sit down, do what I do. And then in pretty quick, like maybe a half hour, 45 minutes, Ari had one of those kind of moments where he was like, oh, this is how you play blackjack. And he probably won, I don't know, $150 in about an hour, but we were playing just like $5-10 tables or something. But he won money. And then I take everything back I said about you. You're not just white trash. You seem to know how to play cards.
This was what was going to be in downtown. Are you seeing the scale of this fucking thing? Massive, dude.
That's insane.
That's what they were going to. It was 20 years ago. It was 1992. And it was going to.
Awesome.
Look at the scale of it compared to the Empire State Building and the Eiffel Tower and all this shit. The Titanic. That's how big the fucking thing was going to be.
Wow. It's as big as the Titanic.
Yeah. It's almost as big as the Empire State Building.
And apparently it's successful.
The above might be the most spectacular project to never happen. In 1992, the Fremont Street Experience by Jerd Partnership, whatever that is, became the project. It was built, blah, blah, blah. The proposal was a full-scale Starship Enterprise replica in Las Vegas. The spectacular Mirage City in Nevada desert is the only place where a project this amazing could ever happen. There's another replica of it. The proposal. Look at the size of that fucking thing, dude.
So the entire basic Fremont Street was going to be the Starship Enterprise.
Yeah, they would have had to take down all that shit.
And they would have had casinos and all kinds of shit inside of there.
Can you imagine what that would look like from the airport though? Like as you're flying in, seeing this lit up Enterprise, that would be pretty cool.
That would be it. Actually, now that I see that how that's laid out, that would have been super rad.
Yeah, I bet it would. I mean, how do you build that though? Fuck. That's tough to build.
Apparently you don't.
Yeah.
So we're playing cards. We do the show. We go down to that's when we were doing the naughty show, right?
Yeah, that night on the way to Fremont,
we ran out of gas
in the middle of the freeway. Yeah.
How did you run out of gas?
We ran out of gas. There's about 8.
Who was driving?
Dana. Right?
She ran out of gas?
Dana or Sam?
No, it was Dana because Sam and Ari.
Or they were on shrooms.
Somebody else was on mushrooms. And it was me, Gabe, Carlos Herrera, and Nicole.
Have you ever run out of gas driving?
It's been a
You were playing Words with Friends?
Yeah, it was back in the day with Words with Friends. That's so funny.
I've never run out of gas. How the fuck do you run out of gas?
We run out of gas on the freeway. We're going from where we were doing the show all the way down to Fremont Street because we were going to go gamble. And old fatty Tripoli wanted to get his fucking 99-cent shrimp cocktail. You think I'm joking? Ask Sam about, anybody tweeted Sam, hey, what's up with that shrimp cocktail on Fremont Street? He will go nuts because he loves it so much. I've been to Vegas probably 20 times with Sam. Every single time he's got to go to this one place and get this 99-cent shrimp cocktail. I'm not going to lie, it is good. But when I say he loves it, he fucking loves it. So we're going to go there. I'm like, that's cool. I want to play some cards anyway. And it's cheaper to play on Fremont. We're about maybe 4 minutes from the exit. We completely run out of gas. Now, the whole time, Danny keeps warning us, I might run out of gas. We start leaning in like we're a fucking Jamaican bobsled team because we're completely out of gas. We're doing 70 miles an hour, run out of gas, and we are just coasting. And we want to turn right. Everyone's leaning to the right. Everyone's leaning to the left. We're trying to switch lanes like we're a goddamn bobsled team, everybody in this goddamn van. When I say we pull in at 1 mile an hour to a gas station, remember that, Gabe? We literally pulled up we didn't even have to hit the brake. It just stops right at the pump. We couldn't have gone another inch. She couldn't give a gas for
That's amazing.
4 minutes. We were going downhill, luckily, otherwise we'd been fucked.
Yeah, man.
But to run out of gas while half of the people in this car are on mushrooms. So then we get to this casino, we're gambling, we're playing cards, all that. All of a sudden there's this ruckus and Tripoli, maybe it was taking like the lady too long to give us drinks, if I recall. And I think we maybe had ordered a couple drinks. And Tripoli's like, oh, I'll just run to the bar and get them. So Tripoli's maybe 30 yards away from us and he's just screaming. We can hear Tripoli's anger voice. And he was screaming at this bartender because he said he was ripping us off or something.
You know what happened?
Do you remember?
There was a chick sitting at the bar, and Sam bought her a drink. And then 2 minutes later, like he did some math in his head, and he decided that the bartender and the chick are partners, and that she's there so people will buy her drinks, and the bar will sell more drinks and shit.
That's his conspiracy brain at work.
Yeah, he started getting pissed at the bartender that he's scamming people, partnering up with the chick. He started pushing
only
the chick out.
Tripoli on mushrooms decides that the world is trying to scam him out of $4 beer. Bro, I see what you're doing with my mind's eye, bro.
Oh man, that was a great night.
Gabe, there's some good fights coming up August 15th. I just looked at that fight card. What are your thoughts on that? That's the not Volkanovski.
There's fights tomorrow too, man. There's a lot of fights. Fights tomorrow, fights Saturday.
Fights on Wednesday. Yeah. I was looking at that fight card on the 15th. Let me ask you this.
Yeah, Cormier Miocic.
All of a sudden, all these fighters are starting to look like, well, first of all, just in the last 5 years, all fighters' names have become impossible to pronounce. The more we are getting into Russia and all these other countries that are fighters are coming out of there, the more impossible it is to pronounce these guys' names.
I'm a professional pronouncer.
I mean, we need you for this show because I am starting to sound like Tripoli right now. And there's another thing that's happening. You ever watch The Office, the American version of The Office?
I used to when it was on the air. Yeah.
You know who Mose is?
Yeah. Dwight Schrute's like brother or cousin or whatever.
Dwight Schrute's cousin. Every fighter out of Russia looks like Mose. They have that Amish beard, no mustache.
It's because they're Muslims, yeah. It's their beard requirements, I think.
They all look like they are fucking beet farmers.
You're right.
Yeah.
But I like that card on the and my new favorite fighter. Well, I mean, Mickey Gall is always going to be Mickey Gall, and my Hall of Fame favorite fighter, BJ Penn, as Gabe likes to tease me about. I always love BJ Penn, but.
Hey, the first day we met, you told me BJ Penn was your favorite fighter.
Is that true?
Yeah. He's not a bad favorite to have.
No. But I remember I've known you forever, bro. But after maybe the fucking first couple of years that I knew you, you would always say that to me.
And the first conversation we ever had, you told me BJ Penn was your favorite fighter.
That's hilarious.
Like, who I love right now? I mean, I love Adesanya for sure, but I love this Sean O'Malley kid. He's fun to watch. He looks like he's gonna fucking drive a very scary van for kids right now with that clown wig that he wears. But I love this Sean O'Malley. I'm pulling for him right now. I like his attitude. I like his toughness. I like his willingness to stand in the alley and shoot and throw leather. I like this kid. What are your thoughts about Sean O'Malley?
He's a sniper, man. An assassin. The guy's a killer. He puts everyone away. But the thing is, he's got
good jits too. He's got good jits also, right?
He's well-rounded, definitely. But he hasn't really had the opportunity to display his jiu-jitsu or grappling in his fights because his striking has been enough to where he's got the job done.
He's touching shins right now, so he hasn't had to take it to the ground. Who's he fighting? He's fighting somebody good on the 15th.
Marlon Vera.
Oh, Vera. That's going to be a good test for him.
It's the toughest test of his career, but I think he's going to get the job done. He's already a minus 230 favorite, it looks like.
O'Malley is?
Yeah.
Yeah. How much of that do you think is he's the better fighter, and how much of that do you think is he's the more popular name? Because a lot of that is what money's coming in. Money's coming in on O'Malley because he's kind of got a lot of momentum right now. People think he's the new hot fighter, which he is the new hot fighter. But it also puts into question, if you were going to bet on this fight, where would you put your money, Gabe? On O'Malley?
I have what I normally do is I watch tape on the fights. Sometimes I'll like one guy, then I'll watch tape, and then I'll change my mind and go the other way. But right now, before watching tape, I think I'm going to go with Sean O'Malley. He should win. But, like, after watching tape, who knows,
I'll be rooting for O'Malley for sure. And plus, he's a good friend of Theo Vaughn's. I know he was on Theo's podcast. So any friend of my friends is a friend of mine.
That's what's up.
With the exception of this fucking fighter and the baby guy, where this guy's trying to eat oatmeal cream pies. You don't eat oatmeal cream pies, bro. I'm the cream pie champion. Not you, Brandon Slob. You wanna fucking go to town with oatmeal cream pies? What you know about this, Brandon Schaub?
What the hell?
What you know about that? I'm the cream pie champ.
Wow.
And I know that sounds a lot worse than it is in this Me Too era. I don't mean I'm the cream pie champ, receiving or giving. I just mean these will be gone before the morning.
Respect.
Gabe, we only got about 10 minutes left. Can we get you to eat another gumball?
Fuck no, man.
Come on, bro.
No.
One more gumball.
Come on, Gabe. Do it for the show, man.
One more gumball, and I'll donate $5,000 to a charity of your choice.
No, brother. That one gumball wore me out.
It was too much. Is your mouth still
What's
burning?
That box over there? What, you got some chicken over there? What's in that flaming box?
I'm good now. Yeah, I had some chicken.
Eat something else hot, Gabe. Hey, Gabe, cut your pinky off.
That would be disrespectful.
You know, what's so funny is that Gabe hit me up over the weekend. I think I was watching, or we were texting during the fights, and he's like, hey, let me do a Punch Drunk soon. I'm like, hey, how about we'll have you on Tuesday? We'll talk about the fights. You're like, no problem. And then I get back from golfing today. I get a text from Gabe. Hey, you forget about me? I was like, no, man, we're not doing them. And then I gave you the wrong time. I gave you East Coast time because I'm in the East Coast.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, we're doing it at 8 o'clock. And then I hit him up at 5. I go, where the fuck are you? You go, you said 8 o'clock. I go, oh, fuck, I did say 8 o'clock. My bad. That was 8 o'clock my time. Everybody wondering, we were talking about it before the show. The team golfed terribly today. Got a cut on my finger, but it's not an excuse. It wouldn't have made any difference. I donated a lot of golf balls to the river today because I was playing over a river. And
who'd you play with, Jayson?
Same group of guys. Dude, I played with these two. I know everyone's going to shit on me for this. I know everyone's going to laugh. I played with these two. Shit, man, they got to be – there's no way they're younger than 78. These two guys, ex-doctors, pretty well-to-do guys, real smart, real funny. They keep.
How do you know them?
Just through friends of the family kind of thing. So me and my mom's best friend always play, and then we always play with this. Sometimes we play with this group of guys, sometimes we don't. But then, so there's like 9 of us, and they just randomly they go, oh, you two go with you two, and then we'll hit after you. There's 7 of us. So these two 80-year-old guys, these motherfuckers are reaming the ball straight right down the middle. Everything they do.
They just don't. Yeah, those old people that just hit it straight but not far. They kick my ass every time.
They hit it far and straight.
Oh, really?
Guys. Yeah, they were killing it. They've been playing golf for fucking 50 years, these motherfuckers. And then we always go have lunch. The whole group of guys always go have lunch afterwards. We're having lunch 1 o'clock. And they're just all over me, bro. All over me. They'll be like, hey, Jayson. They always call me Jayson. They don't know Teeb. And they're like, hey, Jayson, I've never seen anybody in my life hit as many trees as you did today. And I'm like, ah, man, I got 80-year-olds just yapping at you, talking shit.
What's your dog's name? Yeah.
Diamond.
Let's go stripper name for a dog. That's cool.
Boy named Diamond.
There's a lot of overlap between dog and stripper names, I've noticed. What, Jayson, you said you took a lesson yesterday, right? Or this weekend? And you think that maybe that threw you off a little bit?
I'm going to say, here's what happened. He gave me so many good pointers, but it was a lot to put into my head. My first golf lesson from a golf pro was Monday. And I'm like, I'm going to play all this shit on Tuesday when I play. And so my first hole was okay. I think I bogeyed my first hole. It was a long top 5. My second hole, bro, was the best hole I've had all summer. Almost birdied it, parred it, no problem. I'm like 6-foot putt on my second shot.
Yeah.
Well, my third shot would have been a 6-foot putt. I wound up 2-putt, and so I parred it. And in my head, I'm like, I'm going to fucking crack 90 today. I'm going to play out of my motherfucking ass. I got in my head that everything I was going to do was going to be great, and it was straight up downhill from there, bro. Straight up downhill.
That's golf.
Shot a 109. Worst I've played all summer.
I legit had to quit because I just couldn't stop. I got so angry. It was ruining my quality of life. Golf was. I was
by hole 12,
breaking clubs.
By hole 12, I'm like, well, maybe I'll take up tennis this summer. Maybe I'll take up. Gabe, you got anything you want to plug?
My YouTube channel, youtube.com/Gabriel Killian. I'm uploading my video as we speak. And I got a bunch of other cool videos there too. And Twitter at Gabe Killian MMA. DM me if you want to join the Money Right Fight Club.
And you got your chicken, and you got your
welcome.
Raging Hot Chicken in North Hollywood.
Raging Hot Chicken, North Hollywood. Now, do you do that once a week, or how often are you doing that?
Right now, we're doing like 2 to 4 nights a week, 8 p.m. till it sell out.
8 p.m. till it sells out. I can't wait to get back there and have some more of that chicken, bro. That shit was good. And thank you once again for eating that gumball. We'll have you on again in the next couple of weeks, Gabe. I always love talking to you, baby.
Thanks for having me on, guys. Stay beautiful.
Love you. Johnny.
Yeah, man.
What you got going? You got your live show you guys doing at the store?
Yeah, doing that tinfoil hat thing Saturday. I don't know. I don't even, if you're in LA, I guess call them and see if they, but it's only like a parking lot full of seats. So I don't really, I mean, how many
I don't know what
you've seen?
I don't know what capacity is for that, but I've seen their videos.
I'll shout. Gabe left. I wanted to say bye, Gabe. Sorry.
Hey, good talking to you, Jimmy.
Yeah. Yeah. So I don't know. I don't even know. I mean, I mostly just do the sound on that show, and I talk some, but I don't have to do shit. I don't know really what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna sit at the end of the table.
Well, you'll be there. That'll be fun. Maybe there'll be some fucking. You should get your chick to go there with a fucking hot horse.
I like Jimmy Schubert though. I like he's
I
gonna
love
be the
Schubert.
guest.
Hey,
So
please tell Schubert I said hello. I love that guy.
I will do that.
All
Miss
right,
you,
Johnny,
man. Miss you, buddy.
miss you, buddy. We'll hang soon, and we'll Patreon later this week, buddy.
Yep. And we
I
just
love
put
it.
one up so on Patreon. So.
All right. Yeah, we just put one up last night, so everybody fucking suck it. Get some Patreon. Help
We're
us
doing
out.
this thing called we're calling it booth review, not just unofficially, but where we
the
go
booth
back
review.
and look at like old fights and old clips.
Not UFC fights, punch drunk fights. We
Punch
go
drunk
through
fights. Yeah, sorry.
And we break down piece by piece, Johnny and I, some of our old punch drunk fights. We did the Why Would I Lie fight this week.
Yeah, and there's a lot of shit that adds context to it that as a fan, if you're a fan of the show, you'll be interested in. So
Yeah, a lot of backstory that you didn't know, and a lot of going down memory lane for me because a lot of these I don't remember what started these fights or what. And then as I watch them, I'm like, oh yeah, you can see Sam's getting pissed right there. Right there is where Ari pushed his buttons. Yeah, so please subscribe to our Patreon if you don't.
Patreon.com/punchdrunksports.
Shout out to Garn and to Brody. Thank you for sending me to the hospital with all these cream pies. And I'll tell you this.
Nice job, Garnet.
Fuck Brendan Slob. I'm the cream pie champ. I'll
Fuck that guy.
challenge him to a cream pie eat-off anytime he wants.
Yeah, and if he's got a problem with that, fight Sam Tripoli. Sam will fight you.
Hey, Brendan Slob, if you got a problem with me or Punch Drunk, you can take it up with Sam's face because he has no problem fighting you.
I
No
heard Sam
problem at
Tripoli
all.
say that he would beat the shit out of Brendan Schaub with an arm tied behind his back, and that he thought Brendan Schaub was he said Brendan Schaub was gay. So.
He said that Brendan Schaub was a pedophile.
All
I
right.
think Schaub is the only person Tripoli hasn't called a pedophile. But Tripoli said and Ari said both. They both said it, and I heard him say it. You heard him say it, Johnny. That they don't think Brendan Schaub could even hurt their face if you punch him as hard.
I heard that. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
let's have a oatmeal cream pie off. You and me, Slob. You and me.
And
Oatmeal cream pie off. And then, if that doesn't satisfy you enough, Sam and Ari both said you can't hurt their face with your fists.
Yeah. And if
I think you might be able to,
if
but
Jayson loses, you get to beat the shit out of Sam. So there you go.
Yep. And if I win, you can never podcast again for the rest of your life.
And you still get to beat the shit out of Sam. So there you go.
And you get to beat. No, if I win, you only get to beat up Ari.
Oh, okay.
If you win, you can beat up both Sam and Ari.
Cool.
So that's pretty even. And we're going to be doing some. I just talked to T-Dobbs, and we're going to be getting our Punch Drunk fantasy baseball shit going.
Yeah. We're doing a Roto League this year. We're not doing head-to-head since it's such a short season.
Yeah, so get at us if you want to get involved in this fantasy baseball.
Well, it's already closed off. We've already got 13. Yeah.
All right. Well, then suck my dick, everybody.